What if Hades became a turn-based card game? That's exactly the feeling I had after spending dozens of hours with Abyssal Soul during both the alpha and the current beta, and today I will explain why this game surprised me more than I expected. Abyssal Soul is roguelike deck building RPG, where planning matters more than reflexes. Here, card order matters as much as the cards themselves. Instead of consuming energy points as in other deck builders, playing a card in Abyssal Soul may sacrifice the ones behind it, with full visibility of the enemy deck and no turn timer. Every victory is earned through clever planning rather than fast reaction. Unlike most deck builders, your cards don't simply cost energy. Every card you play changes the card behind it, which means every turn becomes its own little puzzle. Despite having a surprisingly deep combat system, the tutorial does an excellent job of teaching every core mechanic. You never feel overwhelmed, and almost every status effect or card can be inspected with a single tap. Once the tutorial is over, the real game begins. One of the biggest changes since the alpha version is the summoning system. Instead of simply unlocking a new character, the hero summoning system now also rewards you with the character fragments used to upgrade heroes later in the game. That means every summon still feels valuable, even if you don't pull a brand new character. Fortunately, the game is quite generous with premium currency. By simply progressing through runs, completing objects, and participating in events, you will earn enough crystals to summon regularly. The monetization will focus on speeding up progression, rather than locking content behind a paywall. Combat is only about your own deck. Understanding your enemies is just as important. Regular enemies usually follow simple attack patterns and serve as an opportunity to strengthen your build before the next challenge. Elite enemies, however, completely change the pace of the run. Instead of dying immediately, elite enemies enter a second phase once their health reaches zero. During this short window, you can continue dealing damage before the next turn begins. Every point of damage will here permanently reduce the health they will have when they return. It creates an interesting risk versus reward mechanic. The stronger your build, the more value you can squeeze out of that brief opportunity. Bosses use the same core mechanic, but on much larger scale. They have significantly more health, stronger card combinations, and much more punishing effects. By the time you reach them, your build should already have clear direction. Upgrading key cards, collecting relics, and choosing the right auras often matters far more than simply adding more cards to your deck. Unlike many card games, Abyssal Soul doesn't hide the information from the player. You can inspect enemy cards, status effects, and upcoming mechanics at any time. Success doesn't come from guessing, it comes from understanding the encounter and making the right decisions. Every run asks the same question: which path are you willing to take? The more I played, the more one game keeps coming to mind. Not because the gameplay is symmetry, but because every run feels meaningful. Abyssal Soul isn't a game you finish, it's a game you slowly master. Artistically, the game reminds me of Dark Souls. Nowadays, most mobile games want your attention for 5 minutes at a time. Abyssal Soul asks you for something different. It asks you to think, to experiment, to learn, and every successful run feels earned. If that's the kind of game you are looking for, Abyssal Soul is absolutely worth keeping an eye on.
Time for the main event. Yes, carry on everyone, don't mind me.
told you nobody gets out of here.
I'm leaving. Try and stop me. Night to give me strength. Let's deal some death.